ignites your creativity. Because of mind mapping, we can think differently. We can think in many ways. So it it would be good for our creativity. We will be more creative with the use of this term. It improves your writing. Because of mind mapping, we can be able to write to the point. We can't waste our energy, our words. We can't write paragraphs and paragraphs. We can write in points, and that will be more meaningful, more useful for ourselves. Here is another image. Here we can clearly see there is one image on the middle of the paper, middle of the page, that is subject. Here subject means central concept or single concept. Around the subject we can clearly see there are some circles. Those are major ideas. There are three circles around the subject. Those are major ideas. And I have added two circles after each major idea. So these are subordinate ideas or other ideas. So first of all, single concept means here subject, or subject means single concept or central concept. After subject there are six different branches I have made. Out of those six branches, each branch, after each branch I have added two more branches. In this way we can understand the structure of mind mapping. Use of mind mapping in note taking. A mind map shows relationships, hierarchies, and connections between individual pieces of information at a glance. This diagram shows the relationship between 2 points, main point and the subpoints. How both points are related with each other, and it can be realized within seconds because of this diagram. Mind maps provide a great overview of a topic. If the topic is very big or complicated, we can take a good view of a topic with the help of this diagram. You can easily attach additional notes, links, and whole files to your to your map. We can add any additional information to our map. Mind maps encourage you to take fewer yet more meaningful notes. While attending lecture or conference, it is not necessary to write every word or every line. We have to note down some points, main points and their sub points. At that time we have to use this term, and if we use this term, then we can make more meaningful notes, useful notes. Mind map uses a number of mental triggers. Here triggers means switches. We have to switch it on one by one. Sometimes we have to use images, sometimes we have to use icons, sometimes we have to use colors, and a two-dimensional structure. All these objects are effective: images, icons, colors, and a two-dimensional structure. Because of all these objects, you can memorize, you can remember the content very easily. So in this way, this term is very useful. You can always go back and add more information to a topic. This is also helpful because after completing the map or after completing the diagram, after that also we can add additional information to a topic. In this slide we can see the another image, and this shows sports is the central concept in this diagram. Sports are divided into racket sports. A racket sports is divided into three different sports: tennis, table tennis, and badminton. This is the first major idea after sports, and racket sports is first major idea. After that there are three subordinate ideas. Second one is team sports. There are six subordinate ideas: football, baseball, handball, volleyball, cricket, and hockey. Then martial arts, extreme sports, and last water sports. So there are five major ideas added to the sports, the central concept. And after each major idea, I have added some subordinate ideas.